Hi there, it's Dwayne with My Nerdy Buddy IT. I'm back to talk about the LG V30. Now, I made a video about this phone a year ago when it first came out, and most people are wanting to be on the leading or bleeding edge of technology if you're into technology. But those of us who are on a budget, we kind of look at the world a little bit differently. We want something nice, but we also want the performance. So, this is who this review is going to target, that audience. So I've had the LG V30 for about a full year now, and the thing about it is, and sorry about the lighting here, y'all. And the thing about it is, it's a great phone. The thing that it excels at the most is playing audio. I'm a fan of having a wired headphone jack, but the deal is, it's other things it's not the best at. But there are reviews on YouTube that really puts this phone up against dedicated music players, and the LG V30 blows them out of the water, hands down. I like to work out a lot, so I love music. I love to listen to music while I work out. Most phones are going away from having a wired connection, but all over the web, you can read any audio review there is. At this moment, nothing can compare to a wired connection, hands down. So, with all that being said, what about the performance of this device over a year? It has been okay, nothing exceptional. The battery life on it has been great, but what I really pine and miss is my Nexus line of phones. Now, Google does have the Pixel line of phones, and I also have a Pixel 2 that has been great. The camera on it is awesome. The LG V30 was one of the first phones to have dual lenses on the rear of it. The pictures on that phone are great, but you sometimes have to wait a second or two for the image to stabilize or for the cameras to focus in on what you're shooting. The Pixel is a little bit faster at focusing, and that's because Google has spent a lot of time refining the software for the camera lens. But all that being said, there's something to be said about specialization with the hardware and the software. The Pixel and the Nexus are great phones because they're built from the ground up with Android in mind. That's the secret to Apple's success with the iPhone and the iPad. It's hardware and it's software designed from the ground up. Now, what do I have to say about the LG V30? It's a great phone. The screen is great. Looking at movies is great. But it doesn't have that buttery smoothness of a Pixel or an iPhone. And that's not to bash it. Very few phones actually can match this because most phones, such as Samsung, HTC, any other brand, they run Android, but they also run their own layer of software on top of Android. And when you have that type of overhead, you're going to have just a little bit of a delay there. Now, it's not something that most people will notice, but if you're a power user such as me, someone who uses their phone for pretty much everything, word processing, entertainment, music, and if you're trying to do all three, things can tend to slow down or warm up. So, let's recap on what's great about this phone. The screen, it's excellent. The camera is great if you take time and allow the software to focus. The audio, beyond compare. Now, the audio that comes from the phone itself, yeah, it only has one speaker and it does a good job with that one speaker. But as far as the headphone jack deal, that's a deal breaker for me. If I cannot have a phone with a headphone jack, then I cannot have that phone. So that's where it excels at. And it's lightweight, and the battery is great, and it doesn't really overheat. But I still miss my Nexus. I held my Nexus 6 for multiple years. Will I be holding my V30 that long? I seriously doubt it. But right now, I can't think of a device that I would want to replace it with. I'm very impressed with the new line of iPhones, and I am an Android fan. But I need the headphone jack. This has been Dwayne with My Nerdy Buddy IT. Below, I'm going to paste a link of my original review from when I first got the V30. Check that out. Be sure to subscribe and like and share my videos. Have a great day. And it's Thanksgiving time, so happy Thanksgiving. Also, I want to give a shout out to Phone Arena. If you're ever looking for a phone, go to phonearena.com, type in the name of your phone, and it gives you the specifications of that device. Pretty much more detail than most people really need, but it makes sense if you're gonna be like myself, spend several $100s on a device. You want to know what you're getting yourself into. So, again, shout out to them. Have a great day, have a great night, and thank you for watching this video.